That's sort of where it comes into play of why did it work for you? And then the answer is because you did things differently than other people, probably.
Exactly, and it wasn't easy.
I'm on my way to Jaffa Port to meet with Ina Braverman, a young woman who's changing the future of electricity.
This is the first time in the history of Israel that wave energy will officially connect to the electrical national grid of the country. The power station is expected to be fully operated in January.
You're a young woman in what is a very, very male-dominated industry. The big question is, how did you do it?
Being an entrepreneur is hard. Being a female entrepreneur adds an additional layer of difficulty. Many times people tell us that we're too weak, that we can't do something. If we will step down, our daughters will step down, their daughters will step down, and then we have a very negative chain of events.
Join me in welcoming EcoWave Power's CEO and co-founder, Ina Braverman.
At just 24, Ina created an environmentally friendly energy technology harnessing the power of the ocean waves. Israel's first wave power station here in the Jaffa port is a game changer. So this is a lot smaller and more compact than I expected.
Exactly, that's what we're trying to do, as much energy possible in the smallest space possible.
We're here sitting in your offices, EcoWave, and I want to hear the story of how you got here, how this company got to this point today.
So actually, EcoWave Power is a very personal journey for me. I was born in Ukraine in 1986. 2 weeks after I was born, the Chernobyl nuclear reactor exploded, which was the largest in history nuclear disaster in terms of costs and casualties. I was one of the babies that got hurt from the negative effects of the explosion. My mother thought that I'm dead, gave me a mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, which actually saved my life until the ambulance came. So I got a second chance in life. So I grew up feeling like maybe I have a unique purpose on this planet. When I was 4 years old, we immigrated to Israel. When I finished my university, I went to work as a Hebrew-English translator for a renewable energy company. And there I kind of discovered the whole world of renewable energy. And wave energy was something that I saw that everybody believed in, but nobody is able to develop a commercially viable wave energy technology. And I started looking at where other companies have failed. And I came up with my own ideas and concepts. And one day I went to really a social event, and there came a guy that sat next to me and said, like, what's your passion? And I said, wave energy. And it turned out that he's a serial entrepreneur. It was like a match made in business heaven. He's the one that invested the first $1 million. That was kind of the beginning of EcoWave Power.
Ina's company, EcoWave, is Israel's first to be listed on the Stockholm NASDAQ, and not surprisingly, was recently listed on the US NASDAQ. As the global market for wave energy is projected to reach $5.1 billion by 2027.
99% of our competitors have decided to go into the offshore, 4 or 5 kilometers into the sea. They were expensive, they were breaking down, so there became a huge question mark of, like, can wave energy even connect to the grid? We decided to ignore the whole industry and go with the concept of connecting to onshore and nearshore structures, such as piers, breakwaters, jetties, and other types of existent marine structures. In 2016, we connected our first project to the grid, showing that we did not burn the grid and that wave energy can actually safely connect to the grid.
And then that's sort of where it comes into play of why did it work for you? And then the answer is because you did things differently than other people, probably.
Exactly, and it wasn't easy.
So how does wave technology actually work? We're off to Ina's original off-the-grid power station for a demo.
Basically, the floaters are going up and down with the movement of the waves. They're pushing the hydro cylinder, which creates pressure in the hydraulic accumulator. The higher the waves, the higher the pressure, and the more energy we produce.
You're translating mechanical movement into hydraulic movement,
Into electrical power.
which goes in the tank, which then turns around essentially a generator.
Exactly.
So you have the output, I mean, even within this small box, it's a generator.
Yes.
Like the output is electricity.
Of course.
It's incredible. Just like the waves in the sea, Ina Braverman is a force of nature and has clearly shattered the glass ceiling, paving the way for female entrepreneurs in both Israel and around the globe.
It's something that's very important for me to transmit to other women that are watching us. No matter how many people tell you no, if you believe in what you're doing, keep doing it. Passion is the greatest renewable energy source. It's even stronger than the power of the waves.